Hello guys and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. Today we'll be driving the Type 59. And driving the Type 59 is XXX Serb. As you can see, the map is Lakeville and XXX is going to take the middle road near the lake. So while he is going into position, I will say a couple of things about this tank. It's a Chinese tier 8 premium tank, and a long time ago the Wargaming decided not to sell this tank more in the premium shop, as they did to many other tanks. So this tank was so popular that there were games only played by Type 59 on both teams. Half of the team would be Type 59s. So the Wargaming decided to stop selling this tank, but instead of this tank there are other tanks that were introduced to the game. So it's a premium tank, it has preferential matchmaking, so it can meet only tier 9s. And in the history of Type 59 you can say one thing that's led to the development of this tank, and that's the Chinese version of the T-54 tank. So as it's based on the T-54, you can guess that it has excellent armor. It's 200mm on the cupola, which is very good in tier 8 and 9, and it has 100mm in the body of the tank, which is also great bouncing on the shots. You could probably bounce around 175mm of AP round in this tank. So we see XXX doing his first damage here on the KV-85. What happened meanwhile while I was talking about the tank is that a couple of enemies tried to root out the Bulldog that took aggressive position in the middle, and all of the friendly tanks that went for the Bulldog died. Now we can see the AMX 5100 also going for the Bulldog, and this is something that you have to be careful when you are trying to push this position as he is. So Bulldog is capable of luring the AMX 5100 to shoot him, and now 5100 is in an awkward position and is getting shot from each side, and then now it's dead. So sometimes it's better not to try and kill the spotter in the middle, because you get in such a bad position that you lose 3 tanks for 1 tank that's there. So XXX is getting shot from the sniping position in the back. He's trying to blind shot the non-busher near the K6, K5 line, but we don't know if he is hitting anything. And he gets a huge hit from probably a tank destroyer on the enemy team, which shaves off a great amount of his health. He needs to be really careful in this position where he is now. So we can see that the friendly tanks are fighting with the enemies in the city, and other friendlies are trying to push over the ridge on the Panther 88 and the KV-4. And you can see a cluster of tanks that are dead here, all trying to get to the Bulldog, and all of them friendly tanks died. So this part of the map is closed, and XXX is not going to get any shots from the middle on the advancing enemies in the city. So he's deciding to go back and help his friendly tanks in the city in close combat. So the gun on the Type 59 is kinda good. It has good reload, but the accuracy and the aim time are really bad. The accuracy is 0.39 and the aim time is around 2.9 seconds, which, if you want to snipe, makes it really hard in this tank. So the tanks in the city are in really bad position here. The tank destroyer came to help his friendly tanks, and you can see XXX doing as much damage as he can on this Jack Panther 2. So he has the better reload than the Jack Panther, and he is able to kill him. But unfortunately he is left alone with the IS against IS-3 and IS-6, which are very heavily armored and are hard to penetrate in Type 59. So you can see XXX loading gold shells. It's the APCR, which has 240mm of penetration. He really needs to be careful here because he is standing in open, and if the enemies come for him they will have easy shots. Fortunately he has some backup. It's the FCM that is camping behind him, and the FCM is trying to make cover fire on the IS-3. Bad move here by XXX, going too high up, and he got shot by the IS-6. Now he is in a hull down position, but it is always good if the IS-3 misses you. Unfortunately this one went to the upper plate and he wasn't able to penetrate. So the IS-6 is struggling to kill the AMX, and he is trying to get away, and now XXX, after the IS-3 fires, has a shot and kills the IS-6. The IS-3 is had enough of this. He is trying to go forward, but gets reminded that there is FCM in the back, and the little scout is also doing a great job, forces the IS-3 to turn, and the FCM has the shot and kills the IS-3. So the city is now clear for the now, and XXX is deciding to go back and deal with the VK that is stuck on the middle. Now the accuracy on this gun is not that great, but we can see that from this distance it is enough to shoot at the VK, and you can see that the armor of the type is more than enough to bounce any shots from the tier 7. And here shooting shot after shot into the VK. The better thing to do for him would be not to use the gold shells here, because he has enough penetration to go through the armor of the VK, but he is probably in adrenaline rush and he doesn't realize that he is firing gold. Now he switches and goes for the Comet, and really this Comet doesn't even stand a chance against the type, which you will see in a moment. The penetration on the Comet is around 175mm, and that's simply not enough to go through the front of the type. So if Comet wants to kill the type, he has to try and flank the type and shoot him from the side. The first shot from the Comet misses, the type puts one in him. The Comet is trying to do something flank, but no, he is not having any of that, and face hugging with type is not the best way to kill the Chinese medium tank. So another kill for XXX. He has 5 now, and he's trying to snipe on the SU, which is in the middle. That was kind of fortunate, the shell went a little bit down, but the tanks are still clustered there. There is no way for the SU to pass, so he knows that the base is safe and he continues for the enemy cap. You can see that there are T-29 and Super Pershing on the other side battling in the canyon, so that side is covered for now. We will see if they survive till the end of the game. So this move by XXX is a good one, because the safest way to approach the enemy base is probably from this side on the K line, as you have a lot of cover with bushes and everything. So the ELC is doing a great job here. He is going forward in front of the XXX, and he's basically spotting everything from the position where he is. We can see that the SU-100 got spotted on the way back to the base, and they both fire on him. The ELC unfortunately misses, but the Type 59 penetrates the SU and leaves it on one shot. So it would be nice for the ISU to be dead, but they have to go forward and try and contest the enemy base. Now he is in a bad position because he has 2 tank destroyers shooting at him. Fortunately, he has some hard cover here and this rock, and he needs to be careful about the SU-100. The situation is really bad here. The KV-4 kills the T-29 on the other side, so it's only Super Pershing left against the KV-4 and the Panther 88. And the SU kills the ELC, and now there is only 2 tanks left here. But the Type 59 is doing a great job against these lower tier tank destroyers. He had 2 good shots on the Stura Miel and he kills it. Now he has a Type rushing him, but also a SU-100 on the side, so he needs to take care of the bigger gun, that's the SU. But he doesn't want to expose his side armor to the Hellcat, so he is using the rock to hide from the Hellcat and to shoot on the SU. And look at the ammo count. If he misses this one, he is all over. Now he is fighting against the Hellcat and has only 2 shells, which is, when you're fighting Hellcat, not that bad, because with the HE round you can do 300 damage easily. So he has 8 kills down, and on the friendly chat you can see that everybody is cheering for him, and actually they're saying that he had an excellent game. They're really happy for him and they want to let him go for the KV-4 and kill him. So XXX is deciding here to cap the base and not go for the KV-4 because he doesn't have any more ammo. But the friendly team is telling him that they will let him kill the KV-4 for the 9th kill and to go for it. So he's trying to explain that he has no ammo, that they should go out and kill the KV-4. The Super Pershing is on good amount of health, he can go out and deal with the KV-4 probably alone. But XXX is going for the shot on the KV-4. He's trying to find the weakest point on the KV-4. That's probably the small commander's hatch on the cupola, but as you can see he only does 14 damage and he goes for the cap again. So all that's left here is to do is now for the Super Pershing to go and kill the KV-4. Meanwhile the XXX is going to start the cap and maybe force the KV-4 to turn around and go back. So you saw an excellent game here with the Type 59. One bad thing that's with this tank is the ammo count. You have only 34 shells and XXX had 16 regular, 16 premium and 2 HE shells, and that was barely enough to clean one side of the map. But he should not be in this position to have to clean the 8 tanks, and when you have to do that in any tank, you know that you carry this game to the finish. And he really did carry his team to the victory by killing the heavy tanks in the middle, and after that dealing with the tank destroyers that were left on his side. He is going for the cap. He wants to have 70 points to get the invader. The friendly team is actually waiting for him to get the invader to have the best game that he can, and they will go out and kill the KV-4 after that. On a personal note, I have to say that from all the premium tanks I would probably like to have the Type 59 for myself the most, because I really feel that this tank is very capable in tier 8 games and tier 9 games that it gets. The gun penetration is 181mm, which is enough for almost every tier 9, and it's the penetration that you get on the T-34-2, and if you have ever played the T-34-2 you'll know that that tank is not that great, but with the armor of Type you have better chances. So that's a GG, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. So we can see that XXX had an excellent game here, scoring a couple of medals like Duelist, Fire for Effect, Radley Walters medal for killing 8 tanks, a High Caliber medal for doing the most damage in the team, Tank Sniper medal, a Top Gun medal, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. On the team score sheet, we can see that he finished first with 1,888 base experience, 8 kills, 6,470 damage. That's quite a lot of experience and damage for a tier 8 tank. On the detailed report, we can see that he fired 34 shots, all of the shots. He hit 30 of them and 29 penetrated. It goes to show that the penetration in tier 8 games is very good. He also got 120,000 credits, but after subtracting the premium shells and the cost of repairs, he only has 40,000 left. Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.